Welcome to my birthday book haul. Hey everybody, my name is Sophie, the Bookish Floor. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. So today what we are gonna do is we're gonna go through these bags, which are not completely full. And I'm just gonna show you the birthday book haul that I got within the last month or so. So on June 13th, it was my birthday, and every year for as long as I can remember, I asked my hubby to take me book shopping at swap meets, thrift stores, library sales, wherever we can find uh, cheaper books. And that is what I did this year. Again, this time I went on a Sunday. I usually go on Saturdays, and I find a little bit of a better selection. And I wanted to try it out on a Sunday. They're supposed to be less expensive, but the selection isn't that amazing as it is on Saturday because obviously a lot of things sell on Saturday. So we're gonna go through them. I'm gonna tell you what I found and what I think I'm gonna do for next year. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with the first bag, which I didn't actually buy this weekend. I bought it a couple of weeks ago, but I wanted to wait until I was with you guys to show you what I got. So I've been, I haven't read any of these books, so you're probably thinking, why am I collecting them? So I am kind of in a fantasy moment right now. I'm reading a lot of fantasy and I'm really liking it. And I know that Cassandra Clare had her moment. I was never part of that moment. But I figure her books are like at libraries there or at Goodwill quite often. So I might as well get them and try them out. And if I don't like them, like I said, I can, as you guys know, I have a bookshop, nine, a local bookshop here. I've used books where people can find books affordably. So I might do that, sell it as a set, or just if I end up loving it, I'll keep my set, obviously. So I'm gonna show you what I found. I found Shadow Hunters, which is book 6. I'll show you this one in a minute. I found Shadow Hunter, A City of Ashes. This is book 2. So this is City of Heavenly Fire, and this is City of Ashes. And I found City of Lost Souls, which is book 5. And these are in pretty good condition. I thought it was a little weird that they were like there and they're not even like 1, 2, and 3. It's 2, 5, and 6. Maybe somebody already took others. But yeah, look, they're almost like new. So I got these 3, and then I got Shadow of the Wind, which is a book that I've heard about a million times online. So I decided I wanted to get it. This is in a bit of a rougher shape, but here it is, Shadow of the Wind. And funny enough, I found it this weekend, but it was in a different language. So I don't know if it was like, I don't know. I couldn't even tell you which language it was, but it was a different language. So I thought that was interesting. So yeah, those are the first 4 that I found a few weeks ago. I believe I paid around $6 for all of them, so around $2. Well, less than $2. One, two, three, four. Less than $2, like $1.50 per book. And then I went to Goodwill. I will almost always go to the same Goodwill that I love that has amazing books. Sometimes I get super lucky and I find a lot. Sometimes I don't, but it just depends. So the first thing that I saw, I've never heard of this book. This is from Scholastic, so it's probably middle grade. But I found this. I found a whole bunch of these books. So someone probably had like a Scholastic book sale, book fair, and they probably didn't sell a lot of these books and they just donated them. So I got 2, one for my little reader and one for to donate to her school. And I still think this is super interesting and I want to go ahead and read it. And then I found this. I'm seeing that it's not in the greatest shape. I didn't really notice. I just grabbed it. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep it. I might put it in a little free library. But this is Diana Gabaldon's An Echo of the in An Echo in the Bone, I think it's called. And this is from the Outlander series. But I didn't notice that it has like water damage. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and donate it because I have severe allergies. So I'm realizing that a lot of my books are giving me allergies. I'm gonna have to figure out how to fix that. So this one I might put in a little free library. This was like $3. Then at the same Goodwill, I found Heartless Hunter. I know this one has been going around online also, and I just wanted to try it out, see if I like it. Uh, and this is the Crimson Moth book one because I know they have like different names here in the UK. It's probably because they were already registered in the UK with a similar name as the Crimson Moth or here, something like that. So they had to change the name. So, anyways, I'm gonna read this one. And then I also found the Island of Missing Trees. And yeah, I thought that this looked interesting. I know I've seen it. I've seen it this week a lot on the mid-year freakout tag. So I decided to go ahead and get it. This is the other copy of Crow. And then I found Harper's Lee's Go Set a Watchman. So I wanted this year or this month actually to read To Kill a Mockingbird. And obviously, I've seen the movie a million times, but I wanted to read the book. And then I found this copy also on Goodwill. So I'm going to go ahead and read that one. And then for something that I found that it isn't book related, but I thought you might like, as you know, I love old things, vintage 60s, 70s. And I found this bottle. This is actually I'm pretty sure it's not. It says this is from IKEA. So this is not vintage. However, I know that IKEA does has been around for a while, but I'm pretty sure this is just a replica. And even better for me because I can just do like a deep dive, like a deep cleaning, and then I can actually use it if it's not that vintage. And then I also found two pillowcases they are not appropriate for the time. These are Halloween pillowcases, but I actually wanted to use the fabric to do book covers, like this one. But I'm not sure. I actually like them a lot, and I think my hubby liked it a lot. So we might just keep them as pillowcases for when Halloween rolls by. But yeah, those are the non-book related things that I got. And then I don't know if you guys know this, but in San Diego or in a lot of libraries actually from all around the states, they have the Friends of the Library, and every month they put on a sale, like a weekend sale of books that people have donated and from the library and all that, and all the proceeds obviously go to the library. And on Sunday, you can buy a bag from Friends of the Library and fill that bag for $5. Now I always go on a Saturday and I find a lot more. So I'm contemplating, like I said, I went on a Sunday. I'm contemplating going back on a Saturday so I would miss the deal of $5 if you fill the bag. But this time I wasn't even able to fill the bag and I actually didn't have a bag. So my whole purpose to go on a Sunday is to buy the bag, which was $10, and support the library, obviously, and then get whatever I was able to find. And like I said, I didn't find a lot. And at that particular sale, Friends of the Library, I always find more books in the middle grade children's area section than on the adult section. So I'm gonna show you what I found. They also sell like DVDs and CDs and all that. And I never get anything. I never go through that because if I feel like it's a lot of time when I go there, it's like 10 o'clock when they start, and Sundays they start at 12. And then everybody's in there with their big boxes, and you just want to get through everything quickly. You don't want to waste a lot of time, especially me that I'm there for books because there are also a lot of booksellers. I know I go there for my books, and then if I don't like a book, that's the one that I put on my shop because I know that people might we all have different tastes. So just because I don't like something, it doesn't mean it's bad. It just is not my taste. It could be someone else's. But this time, because it was a Sunday, and from the beginning, I could see we were a bit late, so we were the first ones in the door, and then I could see that it was a little bit emptier than when I usually go on Saturdays. So I figured, you know what, the best things are already gone. Let me just take my time. So we went through the cities. They were supposed to be 5 for $1. I ended up paying $15 for everything. So $10 for my bag and $5 for everything that I have in here, which is a great deal. So I'm gonna show you. I got 5 CDs, and we got Phantom of the Opera because we really like that musical. My hubby is a fan of Braveheart, so I got him the soundtrack. I found the soundtrack for Walk the Line, so I got that one. I found the soundtrack for An Education, which is the 60s movie. Well, they said in the 60s, and that's from the 60s. And I think the music is going to be great. And then we found Little Reader has been growing up, and she recently discovered Britney Spears. So, because she's always on the radio, so we decided to just get the Britney Spears CD just for funsies to have like in the car to sing along. So yeah, those are the CDs that I found. And now let's get to the books. So my first book is A Wrinkle in Time. They had a few of these. I've seen the movie. I didn't quite like the movie. This one also looks in great condition, so it seems like someone donated a whole bunch of them. Uh, but I want to go ahead and read the book because a lot of people have recommended it. They say it's really good. Movies don't always do justice. So I want to go ahead and read that one. And then this is very niche. So when I was little, I saw Pippi Longstocking. I don't know how. I don't know why. I live in Mexico. There's no Pippi Longstocking stuff here. But I do live in a border town, and we used to get it when there was like cable around because that's the only thing that we used to have before. Um, we get a lot of American channels because of the antennas and all that. So I guess that's where I found Pippi. And then obviously Gilmore Girls, they love Pippi Longstocking. You guys know that I have a podcast with a few friends where we talk about Gilmore Girls. I'll link that if you're interested. It's in Spanish, but if you speak Spanish and you're interested, it's gonna link it down there. And they have also an episode where they talk about Pippi and they put the movie on. And I've been trying to get my kid into Pippi. She refuses, but we found two Pippi Longstocking books. Pippi Goes on Board and Pippi in the South Seas. Now this is like from the movie. Now Pippi stars in a major motion picture, The New Adventures of Pippi Longstocking. If you remember, this is the movie that I remember. And then obviously this is like a book. So yeah, I couldn't pass on Pippi Longstocking books. So here they are. And then I also found I already have two of these, but I found, well, I have the first two. I have wait, I think this is second book. I can't remember. Yeah, The Golden Compass, The Saddle Knife, and The Amber Spyglass. Uh so this is book, yeah, book 1, book 2, book 3. They're not exactly like the same, and it even gives you like in the back like the formats, but I found this once, and I already have two from the library, so somewhere around there we have The Golden Compass, but I think I like this versions better. So I'm not sure if I'm keeping uh just this one to put with the other one, or keeping all three and maybe putting the other ones either at a little free library or the bookshop. So I'll figure that out later. So decided to get his materials three, the books 1, 2, and 3. And then I saw, as I was leaving, I saw Dark Matter. This one is in rough shape, and this is actually a large font. I don't know what it's called, large print edition. So so it looks a little bit weird. But Kalila from Kalila Denson's channel, I'll link her down below. She like loves this book. She couldn't stop talking about this book at the beginning of the year, and I saw it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna read it, and if I really love it, I might try to get like a different copy because this one is. It seems like it's Seen better days. Let me see when this was published. It says published 2016, but it looks like it was published in 1916. It's so raggedy. Like it's been through it, like I said. So yeah, I'm probably gonna read it, and if I like it, I'll get a different copy. But here's my large print copy. And then the last one that I saw, and I couldn't leave there also. And again, these books aren't that old, but I don't know why they're so raggedy. I'm gonna have to like give them a good dusting. This is Chain of Iron collector's first edition from the last hours book 2, and that's the only one that I was able to find. I didn't see book 1 or anything. It has this plastic to protect it because this is one of the copies that was from the library. I can take that off whenever I want. But yeah, I found this one. So one day I'm gonna have Cassandra Clare's full collection, and I haven't even read any of her books. But like I said, I paid $5 for. I'll show you for all of these books plus 5 CDs. So I think that's a pretty good deal. $5 for all of this. So yeah, I'm gonna get whatever I see that I might like, and then I'll figure it out. And then, like I said, I paid $15 because I got my bag that says monthly book sale, third Saturday and Sunday. And then the address, San Diego Public. It's the other way around. Friends, San Diego Public Library. So here you go. This is a friends of the San Diego Public Library. I got my bag, so whenever I go, whether it's a Saturday or a Sunday, I can take my bag and I can fill it with books. $5 if you go on a Sunday, and if not, they'll just bring you up. But like I say, it was $5 anyway. I didn't get the deal, and it was still $5 for all of these. So yeah, it's a pretty good deal.
Hey, editing Sophie. Right here, I forgot to tell. It's hot, sorry about that. I have a fan going, my window's open, so if you hear any noise, that's it. I forgot to tell you about something else that I got, so we ended up going to Hot Topic because, you know. And I found this shirt. It says, you could run the whole world. And it says, everybody knows the story about Middle Earth and the One Ring, but do you know the Rise of the Rohirrim? So I saw this animated series, The Rise of the Rohirrim, based on tales from a Middle Earth and all that, and I loved it. And it was on sale. I don't know how much it was originally. Then it was $12.99. I got it for $7, but I think it's a good like sleeping in shirt and all that. So I love it. This is my Lord of the Rings addition to my collection. If you guys have been here for a while, you know that I collect Lord of the Rings, anything from the books to plushies to action figures to anything, posters, whatever. I love Lord of the Rings. So yeah, I got a new shirt.
And yeah, that is my final book haul. Wait for my birthday book haul. Can you see? Oh, there we go. So let me go ahead and set this down. I ended up paying around, I think if I rounded up, I think I ended up paying around $30 for all of these books. I paid more in general because I got the pillowcases and the bottle, and I got the bag. But if I just count the books, I think I ended up paying about $30 for all of these books and the CDs. Well, let me put this the other book that I got that I'm gonna gift, and then the CD. So I ended up paying about $30 for all of this, which is not my best number when it comes to thrifting books, but I think it was a pretty good one. Still, I books are so expensive right now that with $30 you can get either one or two books, and that's about it. And I got, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 books for $30, so less than $2 for per book. So yeah, let me know if you guys do this a lot too, if you go thrifting, whether it's at the library or Goodwill or wherever, or if you just like to buy your books new. I'm thinking that because of my allergies, I might have to start buying them new, or I'm gonna have to start either like putting dehumidifier, maybe doing getting like a little like what is it called, vacuum cleaner, like, but those little like handheld, and just go through them like every couple of days. Because yeah, usually I get a pretty bad allergy attack with any dust, not just like from my books, with any dust or pollen or all that, and then that gives me a migraine later on. So yeah, it's a whole deal. And if you guys know, those migraines are not letting me read that much. So my books are making me not read. Can you believe that? So, anyways, this is what I got. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for all of you who wish me a happy birthday over on my socials. I really do appreciate it. Let me know which book should I start reading right now. Which one should I not read? Which ones do you love? Which ones do you hate? Put them right there on the comment. Also, remember that you have all the ways that you can support my channel right there and the description box. You want to go ahead and check them out. I really do appreciate it. Every single click, like, comment, share, all of those things really help me out, and it really tells YouTube that you want to see more from me, and that other people that might like books might want to check out my videos. Give it a thumbs up if you like this video. Remember to subscribe so you can see all my videos in the future. My name is Sophie. Remember to keep reading and keep blooming, and I'll see you on the next one.